I want to thank you for coming to this press conference. Imo State government is aware of the very disgusting utterances that were made today by former governor of the state, Rochas Okorocha. And it's marks of clear panic. It looks clearly to us that he's in a panic, in a frenzy. He's in a panic because it looks like the law is gradually closing in on him. And it's expected that he will panic because the guilty is always afraid. So one is not surprised the way he's talking incoherently. If you listen to him, you find a man who is panicking, talking very incoherently. First, he says that police came into the church shooting, and then the wife approached police shooting, and she was not hurt. It doesn't make sense to anybody. And then he says that they saw government house vehicles, which confirmed that His Excellency Governor Uzodinma's hand was in the arrest. But he didn't tell us which number. If he was sane enough and in a good state of mind with all the sporadic shooting he claimed to see government house number, he should have quoted at least one government house number so that people can verify. In the same breath, he also says that he called the commissioner who said the order came from Abuja. Yet he's still accusing the state government, and then he's saying that the Inspector General of Police must have been misinformed. What is surprising is that if a man is innocent or feels no guilt, and the police has said that we are in custody of this man, the next thing is to allow the due process to follow. What is the haste in this press conference, trying to politicize an ordinary thing, which is just an indigene of Imo State and a citizen of Nigeria? And if he has run foul of the law, the police has every right to arrest him. And how they do it should not be, nobody should dictate to them how they do it. It depends on the gravity of the offense, and it depends on the information at their disposal. You never can tell. Maybe they had that, maybe from there he's leaving for the airport going to, so they might decide to take necessary steps to make sure that they get him in their custody. But what is painful is that a former governor of this state, Rochas Okorocha, is busy raining abuses on His Excellency, the governor of Imo State, and saying all manner of things about him. I don't want to join issues with him. And he's claiming that he doesn't know what he has done. He has not done anything except that he raped Imo State Treasury. He raped Imo State resources. He raped Imo State people and looted their common patrimony. If he's still lacking any evidence to that effect, they recently recovered the K.O. Mbadiwe University, built with over 40 billion of Imo State resources. Should be enough evidence. He should actually bury himself and his face in shame. And if he brings his family to it, then I say both himself and his family, they should bury their faces in shame. Because what they came to do in Imo State was to loot and steal the people's common patrimony. And because this government, ably headed by distinguished Senator Uzodinma, is a government that believes in due process. That is why he has been taking his time to be able to recover these things. Rocha has never believed in due process. He never respected the rule of law. He demolished the house of Captain Iheanacho without any recourse to due process and without any apologies. And so many other ones he did. He took the laws into his hands. But this government is following due process. And that's why he can still talk. A man who committed such atrocious crime against Imo people, I'm surprised that, of course, if he has no shame, that's why he can still talk. Otherwise, the evidence is everywhere that he looted this state. He converted the land of Imo people to his private estate, converted even properties belonging to people, discredited the sanctity of of our master plan. So many things that cannot be named. All these things are within the public blame. But because this government believes in due process, that's why he's walking about free and talking the way he's talking. However, I believe that no matter how slow the wheel of justice grinds, it will eventually and ultimately catch up with the guilty. And what former Governor Okorocha has done today is only to confirm once again that he is guilty. Otherwise, why the panic? First of all, they were the people who started spreading the news, the rumor that it was an abduction, gunmen. And then later on, shortly after that, you are now accusing Imo State government. Even when you have confirmed in your own words that the Commissioner of Police confirmed to you that it was order from Abuja, from Inspector General of Police. What anybody who is not guilty and who is not in panic, all he's trying to do is to whip up unnecessary sentiment. But unfortunately for him, those days when he could take Imo people for a ride are gone. Because Imo people now know him as a man who came here and looted them dry. And honestly, in a civilized society, this man should not be walking about the streets free. He should not be talking the way he's talking. He should bury his face in shame, because he was a total disaster to Imo State. And that is why he's in a panic, because he doesn't know what next. If I were him, and if he's somebody who is sure of himself, what he should do is to wait for the due process of law to take its place. Thank God, nobody is taking the laws into his hands. If Uchemosi is guilty of anything, the police has arrested him. The next thing is the next step, and they find out why has he been arrested. And if he committed a crime, of course, he should face the wrath of the law, because he's not above the law. So, what is the point of trying to whip up sentiment that is sure that this is part of his plan to name him and his family as those behind the banditry in Imo State? He's already indicting himself. So that is why I say he is guilty, and he is in a panic. He's in a frenzy. He's in a panic because he is guilty. And anybody who is guilty, that's the first thing. The first reaction is to panic and begin to talk incoherently as he's talking. As far as I'm concerned, if you listen to him as I have done, you will find that this man is in a panic and is talking incoherently, and that is not going to save. To stop the course of law to take his place. If Uchemosi is guilty of anything, the law will take its course. And if Okorocha is guilty of anything, the law will take its course. So all these ones is shouting, talking about this, it's not going to save him. What he should do, and what anybody who loves him should do, is to say, let the rule of law take its course. Not to whip up sentiments, talking about a political this and that and that. If you politicize such a weighty thing, and mind you, for God's sake, we are facing a serious situation. The government has repeatedly said that the insecurity in the state is politically contrived. Assuming this is why Uchemosi is arrested, I don't know, because the police will tell us eventually. So is that what we should do politics with? We are talking of, all of you went the other day in Osu and saw what the carnage that we saw there. Assuming, for instance, that this is arrest has anything to do with it, for instance, I'm saying I don't know. Is that what anybody will come and trivialize by making it a political issue? So I think that the best advice I will give Rochas Okorocha is, yes, I know you are in a panic because you are guilty, but it won't help you. If you are guilty, you will face the law. And if Uchemosi is guilty, he will face the law. But if he is not guilty, and if nothing is found against him, of course, because we run a transparent, lawful government, he will be freed. So there is no cause for panic. At any event, why will government be involved in doing the work of the police? There's absolutely no reason for that. So I want to assure you, and I assure you more people, that the government has no hand whatsoever in the arrest of Uchemosi. The police merely did their job, which is what they should do. If they have reason to believe that anybody anybody is a suspect of any form of crime, they should arrest the person. And that is what I think they have done. And the next thing is for us to wait and see the outcome of the arrest and moving forward. What is the reason why he has been arrested? And until that is done, anybody who is trying to trivialize it or politicize it is in a panic. Because if you arrest me now, and I'm absolutely certain that I've committed no offense, all I will say is, let the law take its course. Any attempt by Okorocha and his likes to make a political issue out of an arrest is evidence of panic. Remember, just at that Moses' mother's burial, he was addressing youths. According to him, he said they should cease fire, that he knows their anger because of bad governance, that they should stop so far, they should cause no more problem. If you don't know those causing the problem, would you be addressing people in vacuum? He knew what those he was addressing. And so, understandably, he's in a panic, but that will not save him if he is guilty at the end of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.